live on one of these platforms. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Against All Live Sports Radio Show. We live. I'm Javon Bates, the Legacy.
Bruce B. Smooth Ballard.
All right, and John, he won't be here today, but
John won't be in today.
But he's here in spirit, and I know he loves the Browns.
Well, he did keep it real. Didn't he say that they would not beat Pittsburgh?
I think he said that.
He thought they were going to beat Pittsburgh. You got to check. I thought he said they weren't going to beat Pittsburgh, but it'd be close.
I think he said that. I think he did say that.
Yeah, I think he said they was going to be close.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. We went down to Kent State homecoming weekend. Kent won. So they have their first win in 2 years. Or no, since first homecoming win in years. So that was good. And when walking around,
You said in years.
In years, yeah. They went to the bowl in 2019, so that was the last good team they really had in 2019. But the last 3 years that I had been there, so this was my third one in a row, and the other two they had lost. So this is the first win, and I think at least several years, I don't know. But anyway, it was interesting walking around the tailgates, and there was nothing but weed smoke coming out of the tailgate.
Hey, what you expect? It's a Kent State homecoming.
Kent State homecoming. Yep, the college kids were at it. But anyway, it's legal, so you can do it.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
All right, man.
How was yours?
Oh man, it was all right. Sunday, you know what it was Sunday, man. It was kind of like a spoiler for us, but we already knew what to expect. We just didn't know it was gonna be a train wreck. But we'll get into that. We get into that later on, man.
We knew it was gonna be a train wreck. But yeah, let's get into it.
But the weekend, great weather though for the weekend, man. Great weather.
Oh yeah, very nice.
All right, let's go straight to it.
Not as last week, but yeah.
We got the Buckeyes, Ohio State Buckeyes. They won against Illinois.
Yeah. I called 20-point. It was 18. Sounds pretty close.
Yeah, I think I said 17, or I can't remember.
You're around that part. You're around there, yeah. I think it was John thought it was gonna be closer.
Yeah. I mean, the third quarter got kind of stagnant, kind of boring, but Ohio State did pull it off and they won it. So they deserving of number one. I heard Indiana won, so that pushed them to a higher position. People predict that Ohio State will be playing Indiana for the Big Ten championship. So we'll see how that goes.
We see how that go. They got a long way to go. A long way to go.
What about 6 more games? 6-7 more games left.
Ohio State is what, 7-0 or 6-0?
I think 6-0, I believe.
Okay, that means they got 6 more games, and you got the Big Ten championship. Yep. So
about 6 more.
6 games to determine who's going to win that Big Ten. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, and this is the other question that we gonna put on the screen. Is Tate the best receiver in college?
I don't know. From what I've seen, pretty good. I mean, I have to take a look and probably look that up and see. But right now,
is he the best receiver coming out of college into the pros for next year?
Right now, from this side, we don't get to hear everything that's coming out of the SEC and on the Pac side, but from the North Midwest. Right now, Tate is. I think we need to look at that. Who else probably would be? I don't really hear of anybody but Tate, because he's at Ohio State right now. He's getting the most plug. So if we looked at who was leading the NCAA in pass receptions, that would tell us. We'll have to do that for next week.
For sure. All right. So we got the Buckeyes versus Wisconsin prediction. What you got? Who you got winning, and what you got to score?
Where is that game?
It don't even matter where the game at.
Well, it does. Wisconsin gonna be a little bit not so easy to beat them in Wisconsin. But if we, I still see Wisconsin does not seem to have a very good offense, and they got probably a young team.
That's why I said I feel like it doesn't matter.
But I think it's still going to be. I'll give it 18. 18-point difference.
18.
Yeah, 18.1.
Well, let me see. What's the weather gonna be?
Well, this time of year starts raining, so who knows? And that's what I'm saying. Wisconsin. Wisconsin would be a little cooler out that way, probably more rain than down in Columbus.
I think it is at Wisconsin. So yeah, I think it is at Wisconsin. It's a winnable game, of course. I think we should win no less than 17 points.
We're pretty close, 17, 18 points, yeah.
About 17 points, like I said last time. So yeah, about 17 points. That's the least they should win by. The most is whatever, but I think no less than 17 points.
Yeah, especially up in Wisconsin. They're going to play hard.
Oh, yeah, they're going to play hard. And it's a Big Ten conference game, so.
Yeah, Big Ten. And this little rival.
We're going to see
not a big rival.
Yeah, we're going to see a little something when it come down to it. We're going to see a little something. So we'll see. All right. Before we jump into the what we want to talk about, really. Cavs. I'm not gonna put on the screen. Cavs exhibition games. They haven't played their starters, so you can't really say what the team looked like at this point. But I see that they got the rookies playing, they got the bench playing, they got other guys that haven't been, there playing. So, what are your thoughts about just waiting till the main season to play everybody?
Basically, because basketball is a little different from football. It's a long season.
Yeah,
and you know what you got when you got a veteran playoff team, and exactly. Really, we know what we're looking for. We need to see out of these young guys who's tough, because we need some toughness to help us with the rebound and just help us with toughness. And then to see what these young guys can do who can come off the bench and score or be a defensive specialist. So we see Proctor did his thing, and Nalen, our first round draft pick from 2 years ago, he did his thing. So no surprise there.
Yeah. So, like you said, it's all about seeing what you got in the other players and see who got the grit and everything else. Who can score, who can't score, who can't play, who can play. And I think that's what they're like looking at. Because you already know what you got out your top 6 players. So you're not really going to look into your top 6 players. You want to look into the rest of them, see what kind of kind of will, what kind of grit, what kind of player that what kind of built they have. So we'll see.
Right. There's not much room to add too much more to the team. So roster spots are very limited for these rookies and these free agents trying to make the team. But more spots down in the G League and the two-way players.
Yeah. All right. Well, enough about the Cavs. We know that the Cavs gonna make the playoffs. We know that they're gonna succeed in the season. It's about the the playoffs is where we
Are we gonna
kind of
get past that second round?
yeah.
That
That's where we
that's
got
what, yeah.
24 time games this season. So they talking big about us, and they know that we're gonna make the playoffs for sure. Um, we got a nice team with depth, I believe, and we'll see
Well,
how far.
I think basically between us and the Knicks, we're the only ones really returning with the same type of roster.
Yeah. Atlanta is probably third because I see that they built a good
They had
nucleus. Now
pieces on, but they got a gel,
they got a jail, most
They
definitely.
got a gel. And Boston should be done.
Oh man,
No Porzingis. Now that's going to be interesting. Porzingis in Atlanta,
yep,
but
very interesting.
Porzingis he can't stay healthy, so it's not really going to help Atlanta if he's not staying healthy.
True that. True that.
But
Nah,
you won't be able to sleep on Atlanta.
nah, you can't play around Atlanta like you did in the past. Like
No.
it'll be all right. Let's get to it, man, because I know this might be a shorter show than probably normal because we tired of talking about the Browns. And no disrespect to the Browns fans because I'm a Browns fan. No disrespect to Cleveland because I'm live in Cleveland. No disrespect to Ohio because we from Ohio. And as you can see, yesterday was probably I can't even think of a word because I've been used it so many words to describe the bad play for Cleveland for what for a long time when we
It's a
had
long time.
for when
Since
you when you first
we started this in 2000, what, 2011 or
14.
2014? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So 2014, that's 11
5 years
years
after Mason. Yeah, that's
out of
11
the
years.
2 years out of 11 that you could say
Two
something
winning
good.
seasons out of 11.
Ain't that crazy,
How many head coaches?
man? Don't even,
4 head coaches.
we ain't even gonna go into that. Well, we started. It was Petting.
It was Patton, so 5 head coaches.
Yeah, we
Patton,
started.
Patton, then
Leonard
Patton and
Sherman.
John, Patton, and then who was that?
When is Shermer? One time, I think we had Shermer. He
Not
wasted our
after
time.
Patton. Sherman was before Patton.
I don't even know, man. It was so
After
many, so
Patton,
many.
Patton was before. We had Patton. Then after Patton, we had what's his name that had the tank? What's
Hugh
his name?
Jackson.
Yeah. Then after Patton came Hugh Jackson, and after Hugh comes uh, uh, uh one that became a coordinator,
Oh, Freddie Kitchens.
Freddie Kitchens, and from Kitchens we went.
Stefanski was after that.
Was it Stefanski Kitchens? Okay, so then it was Williams. It was Williams, Kitchen, Stefanski. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, hey man, it's brutal, man. It's brutal, bro. Brutal.
Was
So
that 2 owners or 3 owners?
two.
Two
So
owners.
let's get to it. So Steelers beat the Browns 23-9. We had no offense. Three field goals. None in the first, but we had 3 field goals the rest of the way.
Yeah,
Your only
but it was actually
offense, your
it
only
was a
offense
close.
was
Huh?
the kicker. Your only offense was the kicker.
Only offense was a kick, but it was a close defensive struggle for the first half.
I mean, let's be realistically, and this is no disrespect to the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, but y'all practically your team ain't that great either, though. When you look
No,
at the
no.
when you look at the whole team roster, you look at like, okay, only person that actually did something on your team was the running back. Technically, was the running back.
But Metcalf did his thing when he need to. But it's your basic.
I'm saying once you got Warren running the ball,
Yeah,
Metcalf became available to catch the
it's your
ball.
basic Pittsburgh team. It's your basic Pittsburgh team. It's
But
not your
that's to me.
It's not your Roethlisberger team. It's
No.
after. It's post Roethlisberger and Roethlisberger at the end of his career.
So Junkins, 12 carries, 36 yards. He only averaged 3 yards. You went away from the run.
Unacceptable. Yeah, unacceptable. You got a back that had 300, 100-yard games in a row, and then you only give him 12 carries this time. No.
Yeah.
And you don't even give it to him the ball at the goal line. So not unacceptable.
You went away from your strength, which is running the ball. I don't care how you run the ball, you got to figure a way to run the ball.
But
And
this,
it's like
this
you guys, we got out. They took the fight to us though. Let's be realistic. They played more physical than we did. They played way more physical.
They were 4-1, so they had reasons to. But we've seen this picture before with Stefanski. Run the ball, won't do it. Won't do it.
Or he'll get away. From it. He'll have a successful drive.
He didn't even start. He did the same thing he did with Deshaun. Try to pass on Pittsburgh.
I don't understand this, Bruce. Remember this. Remember Gabriel got down to the Junkins got him to the 1st and goal and he took him out. Remember?
Yep.
He took him out. He got him to 1st and goal and took him out. I would have ran him 4 more times because Junkins runs. He never takes a loss. Never.
Right. Yards after contact.
Yeah, he goes forward. I don't care if it's for a yard. It's going forward.
Yeah.
Run him 4 times, you're going to score at least. You're going to score with Junkins. You went away from Junkins.
Yeah, you did.
Gabriel throwing 51
times.
Man, that's too much.
51 times, yeah. 52, way too much. 50s, way too much.
That's not even balanced football. No touchdown. And then he could have threw 5 picks yesterday. He just got lucky that nobody picked it off. But he could have threw about 5 picks yesterday.
Yeah, he threw it in coverage awful lot.
Definitely.
And he missed some passes. He was not very good.
He wasn't. Well,
but we didn't expect him to be good. We didn't expect him to be good against Pittsburgh anyway. We said it was gonna be a horrible game.
You Atlanta Falcon fans, Bijan just fumbled the ball. Oh, never mind. It was offsides. He's safe. But anyway.
He got safe.
But yeah, man, we've been horrible for years, and it comes down to the coaching. And I've been saying this maybe since, and I hate to say this, but I've been saying this maybe for like 4 years, 3-4 years. And people thought I was hating on Stefanski. People was like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I look at it like this, man. If I could take another coach and put them in that position, and the play calling is horrible, and you put Tomlin in that position against the Cincinnati Bengals game, Tomlin would have won that game.
For sure.
Same thing with the Vikings game. Would have won that game.
For sure. I mean, you give Tomlin a gift like like Junkins, he'll run with it.
Oh man, no question. If he
had defense like Cleveland, he would wreak havoc with it.
Oh, for sure.
It'd be a scoring defense.
For sure. And yesterday, and I ain't gonna say the new guy, he got burnt and all that stuff. I mean,
he played pretty well.
He just got here Thursday.
Well. Yeah.
He just got here Thursday, and he learning the system.
And he played pretty well, except for that one bad pass.
Yeah.
And that was late in the game.
I mean, if y'all wanted to, y'all could have just switched Ward over there if y'all wanted not big excuses for him.
I don't think Ward could be that's not a good matchup, Ward on DK Metcalf.
I mean, that's your best corner.
Yeah, but DK Metcalf at 6'4", Ward 5. 5'11". No,
That's your best corner.
that's like no, you couldn't cover him. Not physically, and nor could jump with him. DK the beast.
For sure. But DK, if you watch in the past though, he has been stopped.
Yeah,
And
I don't think it was. I don't think it was Ward we had on him in the past though.
He's not a top receiver.
Might have been Everson last. Well, because he was 6'3".
Yeah, I think I ain't gonna lie. I think Ward could handle them. Maybe not the whole game, but I think you could switch him off a couple plays.
Yeah, you could switch him off for a couple of plays, but no, you wouldn't have to put even consistently on that. No, you can't put a 5'11" corner on a 6'4" all-pro type receiver. That's not
weighs more than him, so that's why he got the assignment.
Yeah, that's like he's like a tight end, just a smaller tight end.
Yeah.
No, you could.
He's definitely a different breed.
You would think we could have put a linebacker on him, but he runs a 4.3 almost.
Right.
4.4, low 4.4, high 4.3. So you can't really even put a linebacker. Njoku would have probably been able to put him on him.
All right, so let's get to the offense. We just was talking about the offense. What do you grade the offense?
D.
A D.
9 point.
You being nice, man.
Well,
you being
it was
nice.
close game. It was a defensive struggle. So I give it
right. I said offense.
I give it D. That's what I'm saying. I give for going against Pittsburgh's D, and eventually the offense and the backup quarterback against Dillon Gabriel, I give him a D. I would not give him an F because he wasn't a starter and it wasn't.
I'm gonna give him an F just for the simple play calling and personnel.
But then we get Stefanski that.
I said the offense. He calling the offensive plays. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm giving the offense an F because of the lack of execution. They dropped passes. They didn't run the ball, which is Stefanski. Gabriel missed a couple passes. I'm not blaming it all on him. He missed a couple. It just
he missed Judy wide open in the end zone. That was all him.
Yeah, but Judy did drop some wide open too. So
then those two. So Dillon Gabriel was not stellar, but like we said, we didn't expect him to be against Pittsburgh's D.
Right. Well, yeah, most definitely. So yeah, like I said, I give him an F, man.
You should be real hard. I could consider a D minus, but what would you give them if they only scored 3 points? Definitely F.
They technically did just score 3 points each quarter, so that's why they get an F because the lack of execution and we sitting here bored, man. I'm falling asleep on the game because there's no entertainment value. There's nobody making no wild plays. Nobody's running the ball. And I ain't saying it's Junkins' fault. I'm saying they quit running the ball because they got scared. So I'm gonna get an offensive F because there is no real points. 3 points. That's not gonna win a game for you. It's never gonna win a game for you.
Under 20 points is not gonna really win you a game.
Yeah, that's crazy. I seen Pittsburgh win a game before with 18 points, which were all field goals. But but they won the game. We can't do that because we don't have the right system. We don't have the right coach. And it's just terrible. 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 I don't know, man. What you rate that defense? We'll move to the defense.
I give him a C.
See,
Yeah, they held it down for almost 3/4 without getting punched, any support, complimentary football from the offense.
I,
Rodgers did pass for almost 250 though.
I give him a C plus. Only reason I say C plus is because the first half was 9-3.
Yeah.
All right. I think that was pretty good because you didn't let DK score. And then after a while, you after being on the field too much, you're gonna wear out. You're gonna definitely wear out, man. You know what I'm saying? The defense is eventually gonna wear out. So kind of is what it is. All right, and then see what Angel says. I can't complain about football. Them boys take some hard hits. And I don't expect them to be 100% every Sunday. And yeah, Flacco was scared of getting popped. I don't know if he was scared about getting popped, but for sure, Flacco didn't do a job either. So that's why he was benched.
Well, I mean, we saw the difference. If you watch the Bengals game, you saw the difference. Flacco playing when he had two talented receivers. So you're talking about in Cincinnati, he had a number one receiver, a true number one, and a true number two.
Yeah, he definitely had a true number one and a true number two.
And he threw it on the dime to those guys. So you think here he's throwing to number 3 and 4 receivers on other teams, and he didn't look very good. So we understand it's the talent, and then it's the coaching. But I don't like the Cincinnati coach any more better than our coach, but at least he has more of a winning record. But he's just a little just above Stefanski because he's more of a coach that was able to coach with talent.
Yeah. I mean, he went to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but it was on talent. It was on talent of Burrow, and he had a lot of talent.
Yeah. Chase.
So we see what Stefanski did when he had talent. He still couldn't do nothing with talent.
Nah, that shows you.
That shows you.
All right, so we grade the defense. What about special teams?
Special teams didn't do anything wrong. We didn't get any special defensive big plays by special teams, and offense they made their field goals. So I give them a B.
A B.
Yeah, B. I mean, they did what they had to do. They made their kicks. They didn't blow the game.
They almost let them get that big kickoff return
in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost. They ain't settled in after that, but that didn't even cost them, did it? They only got a field goal.
Yeah, it didn't cost them, but I'll give them between a C and D. Well, I give them a C because they.
You could give them a C minus. I mean, they didn't really.
I mean, they got all the points. They got all the points, so I guess that.
Yeah, they got all the points, so that's why I give them the C. But you know, when you're a bad team, you're a bad team. Nobody gets a pass.
You said B is good enough.
Yeah, nobody gets a pass.
Nah, nobody. And then when you look at the team, we said it's 3 phases of the ball: defense, offense, and special teams. If you play poorly on all 3, you never gonna win.
No, I mean, but defense. So special teams can make their kicks, and also special teams can block a kick. Yeah, or special teams can return a kick or repunt.
You can win off your defense and special teams if they're elite.
If they're elite. So we just in that close game, had we made some defensive turnovers and special teams, we could score maybe on a punt or a block kick and an interception. You can pick up 21-14 points right there and win the game.
Yeah. True that. If you elite though.
With your 3 field goals, that's 23 points. But that you need really 25 to win in the NFL. But that puts you right there. We can't even get that.
Nah, can't.
We can't find a kick returner. We can't find a punt returner.
We had one, I remember, but then he had that tragic, gruesome leg injury.
He got hurt. He got hurt in preseason. Every year preseason. We never got a chance to see him at all.
Every time we get something great like that, they always get injured preseason.
Never got a chance to see this guy. This guy, I think, came from Chicago. He did his thing at Chicago, and we never got a chance to see him.
He was a gadget guy in Chicago.
Yeah. He was possibly going to be a number 4 or 5 receiver. Never got to see that.
That injury put him out the league. Yep, put him out the league. That was crazy too. First preseason game.
Preseason. Gone. And the next year. Next gone again. And my man's like, gang.
All right. This is the last question before we do the prediction. What could you have done differently if you were the Browns in that game?
Run the ball.
Definitely.
Like run the ball, play position football, and every now and then take some shots down the field, run some RPOs. But Dylan Gabriel looks slow. I'm like, come on. Every time he tried to roll out, he got caught from behind. So he's actually slow, or is it he just didn't run hard?
Well, you gotta think of it like this: when you playing against Pittsburgh, you have to get rid of the ball a little bit faster than normal, right?
Yeah,
because they constantly coming at you with those edge rushers.
Coming at you. But everybody knew it. They said, what was going to be the game plan against the Browns? Blitz. Blitzburg. We know who they are. Someone said, they are who they are. We knew who they were. You know you're going to get blitzed. So you got to run screens and draws, right? Slow down the blitz.
Yep.
No screens, no draws.
Definitely them screens will slow that stuff down.
And you got to run the ball more. Got to run the ball to take the pressure off, especially if you got a young quarterback and you don't have great receivers. You got to run the ball. Slow the game down. Cut it down.
Your offense, though, Junkins is the only bright piece on your offense.
But and your line is built for the run. It is a run offense. It is a line that's built on the run.
Speaking of the line, did you hear the rumor is they might be getting rid of Posick and Batonio and all these other guys, and because they said contracts is up.
Expiring contracts, so we're gonna get rid of them before the season's over.
Hey, I heard this might be they last hurrah because what's the name was about to retire anyway, right? Batonio
is. I don't think they'll get rid of Batonio. He's been around. I think they'll let Batonio retire here.
Yeah.
Postage is young, so and they could possibly get rid of him. But I mean, why would you do that? And you're planning for the future, and you don't want to have to get a whole new bunch of new linemen. You can build off of those guys. These Postage is still young. Conklin you can forget about, and Batonio.
We got another center though, so we got the one backup guy. He's not that bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Posick, but at least you got a guy that can back him up. So.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to it, man. Let's get to this. The prediction: the Browns versus Miami. Before we get into it, Miami is in the same seat as the Browns. The players are not playing for the coach no more, and they said that coach, Stefanski, the Giants coach, they took him off, I guess, temporarily. And Jim Harbaugh, or is it John Harbaugh? John Harbaugh made the hot seat list, and I was kind of shocked. But But yeah, they
For the
got those.
Ravens?
Yeah, they said he on the hot seat.
Nah, that's a talk. You told me earlier he didn't think he was on a hot seat.
I didn't say he was on the hot seat. I said that's the rumor, that's the talk.
Mm.
So those are the 4 coaches that they say are on the hot seat. I don't think he's on a hot seat personally.
No,
I
I
don't think
don't
the
think
Giants
so.
coach is on the hot seat. I think it's just the Browns and Miami coach.
Giants coach just kind of got there, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, about 2 years ago.
Well, I don't think he's on a hot seat because now you got maybe your quarterback in Jackson Dart. So we're gonna see what Jackson Dart does.
I would take the Ravens and the Giants off that. But anyway,
I wouldn't believe that.
Callahan got fired today from Tennessee. So
Callahan Jr.
his father could make his way back to Cleveland and get
That's right. That might have been the deal. Maybe that's why Stefanski ain't going nowhere yet. So Callahan comes back next year with Stefanski, and they give Stefanski another chance with Callahan as his line coach, and he can run the ball and do what he's supposed to do.
Man, get him back. Get Callahan back here ASAP.
Because Callahan was only there for his son, so.
And that didn't last. That only lasted what, 4 games?
A year and 4 games?
Yep. What, a year and 5 games? I'm sorry. Yeah.
Year and 5 games.
And that's it.
Well, maybe Callahan comes with his son as an assistant here. A line coach. I mean, a coach. Well, no, most guys don't go from
head coach to that.
Head coach down back to a position coach. They usually go back to coordinator, offensive coordinator, and defensive coordinator.
Well, he wasn't supposed to be a head coach anyway. Let's be realistically.
Well,
it was passed down because it was in
passed it down. Give him a chance, and they gave him a chance. He fucked it. Couldn't do it.
All right. So, what's your Browns versus the Miami prediction?
Wow, I see 2013 Miami. Browns will finally get over 10, but it's only going to be 13 points.
You said 2013?
Yeah.
All right. We at home, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Browns fans, a little antsy, a little mad. Myles Garrett getting talked about too. I meant to tell you that. Trenton Jordan Watt was the talk now. So, but anyway, Myles need to get some get back. You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb and say the Browns will lose by a point.
I thought you were gonna say they're gonna win.
They're gonna win, all right. They're gonna win the first quarter. That's it. But no, I think they're gonna lose probably. It's gonna be close. They're gonna lose probably by between 1 to 3 points. So I think it's gonna be a close game. A-Chain, I believe, is gonna do something crazy and probably score and probably win it for them. But they in the same thing, man. They in the same thing. Same type of situation with the head coach. So who knows? Whoever want to play for their coach, that's who's gonna win this game.
Miami's a better team than right now. I mean, they both have had their ups and downs, but Miami had a better season last year.
They got better players. They got players that catch the ball.
Team. They're a better team. They had a tough schedule. They're struggling too. So, but they're a better team. So I'm not.
Yeah, I think they'll win by no less than a point, no more than 3.
But I think they're going to be up by 3 points or 7, and they'll take a field goal to put the game away, or it's going to take a touchdown to put the game away.
That's why I said I felt like they'll win by 3. A kick at the end to seal the victory, and Browns fans they'll be heartbroken, but not as heartbroken because the Browns probably going to play a little bit better, but they'll still lose though.
Well, I don't think the weather's going to be any better than it has been. If anything, it might be worse, especially on the lake and it's starting to get rainy. So, like, you can't catch the ball in good weather. We expect Jerry Jeudy and Njoku. Fanta even started dropping balls. Are they gonna catch the ball now? No, I don't think so.
Nah.
Is Stefanski gonna run more this week? I don't think so.
He will.
Instead of throwing 51, he'll throw 35.
He'll run the ball this week because he's getting scrutinized for it. So he's gonna run it this week. He's gonna overcompensate the run, and then we're gonna say, well, what happened to the pass?
He's gonna throw at least 35 times, no doubt.
At least 35. Yeah, I see him throwing about that much.
Now, what would surprise me, we start seeing some screens, draws, reverses, ends around, double reverses, flickers. I mean, at this point in time, he had nothing to lose. You're gonna be at home. You might as well make it put on a show.
Might as well.
Might as well.
All right, man.
That sweeps, all that, you know.
So we got our prediction. Well, I didn't give a score. But did I say a score? Did you say a score?
I gave a score. Yeah, I said 2013.
Oh yeah, I said about 3. So all right, let me give a real score. I'm gonna say, since the Browns never scored over 20 points, 17-20.
Oh man, 17 points by the Browns. We can't break 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna give. We at home. They feeling themselves.
Against Miami. Miami's on a hot seat too, more than the Browns, I would think.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving. I think the Browns will score 17 points. They're not gonna crack 20.
Okay, so you think what's the score again? You only said by a point, so you think 18-17?
Well, I say 17-20. I'll go
17-20. So now 3-point win. 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
Okay.
All right, so that concludes our prediction. Anything else that we need to say about the Browns? I heard Tomlin said some things about Andrew Berry. I don't know if you heard it or I read it to you.
Yeah, I saw it. He said Andrew Berry must be smarter than me and everybody else. You don't trade your starting quarterback to your opposing team who needs a quarterback. Yeah, that made no sense to me, other than one of the owners made a cut a deal with Haslam. Hey, you send us this, I'll send you a receiver. I'll send you a receiver.
Yeah.
I'll do you up, you know.
Hey, baby, send you a receiver.
I owe you one, you know. Just like years ago when we took them horrible receivers from Tennessee and the one from Kansas City, and they made $9 million sitting the bench.
Oh, Dwayne Bowe.
Dwayne Bowe with Kansas City, and then the other one from the Titans, who left and went on and joined New England and got a ring with New England.
Yeah.
Can't think of his name.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we'll see y'all next week, next Monday. Right here, you know, we'll probably be at the location next Monday, and we'll go from there. The Browns got a bye week after the next, right?
Say again?
They have a bye week after the next game, right?
They got 2 games and then the bye. So this is game 7, and then we got one more.
And then
so we figure now before we go. So this is what they're saying. It makes no sense to fire Stefanski at midseason, because now you would have to put Schwartz probably at coach, and we want to keep Schwartz at coordinator because we want to keep this defense together and keep running this wide 9, and we want Schwartz to be our coordinator. However, we talked about why not just make Schwartz the head coach, but they say you won't make him a head coach because they really, unless we set an unprecedented situation here in which your interim coach all of a sudden becomes your head coach, but we have not seen the NFL interims becoming head coaches. What's your thought?
My thought is, do your homework, Browns. Figure out who out there. I guess you could keep Stefanski, fire him. This is what you do. You fire him right after Christmas. Fire him right after Christmas. Because it'll be the end of the season anyway. So I think this should be his last year. Get rid of him.
Well,
even if you do move Schwartz over, you only got like 3 more games left anyway.
Yeah, but it's a little tough to move your head coach back to a coordinator. So that's the only problem. You're gonna lose Schwartz if you do that.
No, what I'm saying is fire him later on in the season. Therefore, it's already done anyway.
And you're talking about after the season. You
Well,
fire him
after.
So who's gonna coach?
Fire him after Christmas. Schwartz. Just let him
but now you got to move him back into it. So you're gonna put him a head coach for a couple of games. Now you got to move him back into coordinator. Maybe
no,
so. No,
go ahead. This is what I'm saying. Fire him at Christmas. Fire Stefanski at Christmas. You only got like 3 or 4 games left anyway.
Okay, so with 3 or 4 games left, it won't matter whether if you move him to head coach.
Exactly, because
and then next season he goes back to coordinator.
Exactly, because your defense can't do nothing anyway. Pretty much, if the offense ain't moving.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, only thing Schwartz will probably do smart is he'll know how to manage the game properly.
Why not? Why not just move him, fire him, make your offensive coordinator head coach, move somebody else in the coordinator position, and then just keep Schwartz where he is.
Rays ain't never had no experience.
Well, that's why Schwartz can tell him what to do, but still, just because you're not good. Because if you don't move Schwartz, and you don't demote him because he stays right there, but then next season you could hire him as head coach because he stays there, and now he can interview for the head coach position.
I guess. Like I said, I would get rid of Stefanski by the end of the season. I mean, if you want to be nice about it, go ahead and do it at the end of the season. I'll just wait till after Christmas and do it. Because therefore, it's only like 3 or 4 games left. It won't even matter who playing. We just trying to see who's going to stay on the team next year. That's at this point.
Well, that point, if it's that bad, he's looking to get a position as a coordinator someplace. Because they're probably right now we got a lot of teams that are only 1 win, that are like 1-5 right now. So there's gonna be a lot of coaching positions, I think, at the end of the year. A lot of teams.
What if Schwartz want to be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns? Then what?
That means you got to let him stay in the defensive coordinator position so he can interview for the head coaching position the next.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you're moving the head coach, if you're moving the interim head coach, it's going to be hard for him to go to interview for the head coach position because, like I said, they said interims do not become head coaches.
That's not true. Raheem, the dude from Atlanta, was a interim coach, and now he's the coach. The dude,
Raheem
Morris.
Yeah, he did. Well, okay. I'm saying that's what they said on the Fan. So, because then to me, I would do it. I don't care. I would move him and then just say, hey, you're in term. We got a coach. We don't need to move nobody. We don't need to interview anybody. We already got you. We're going to move you up anyway. So we got you.
I like to keep somebody that's familiar already with the players that the players
like. But I think because of the Rooney Rule, regardless, you got to interview people because you got to give the black head coaches, the African American head coaches, a chance. So, even though Schwartz would be the one you got to go, you got to interview African American head coaches, even though you may not be hiring them.
Yeah, that's true. But we'll see.
So he's still good. But I would go. I think Schwartz has earned it.
For sure. I mean,
So
to
I
be
would,
truthful, if what they should have did was they should have hired Vrabel at the end of last season to be the coach. But that's just me talking.
or put Schwartz head coach and put Vrabel to be the defensive coordinator. But
Yep.
but Vrabel already knew where he was going. He already knew. He was just here for practice and training. They already knew he was going to New England. So
Yeah, they could have made a deal for him.
Yeah, they already knew it. Yeah. All right.
All right. See y'all next Monday, y'all.
Next Monday, y'all. Go Browns. Hopefully.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. See y'all Monday.
Yeah. Peace in the dark.